Aaron Clary had said something that I was actually, he nailed it when he said this, and that he had pointed out, because it was one of those where it's like, oh, yes, of course. But then I think about it and I'm like, when I think those words for that aha, of course kind of moment? So, what did Clary say? Clary pointed out, he was talking about, he goes, no, because the book he's working on this book that basically is breaking down how really women just don't like men that much. And if they didn't have to deal with men, they really wouldn't. They would just hang out together all the time and do girl stuff. And like how men will, don't really, like at a certain age, like men just don't really hang out much anymore. You almost have to, what was it, my teacher once put it, men are friends because of common interests, where women are naturally, women are on team women. Now he didn't really put it that way, but he said women form friendships much more naturally, being that they are all women, and for men it's based around common interest. And I was like, okay, and I had a hard time with this, but my teacher was the one who truly red pilled me, and it's because he was so good with women. He had been raised in old-fashioned East Coast violence. He had been in the military, and he had been in he was from the East Coast elite. Like, you go to private schools, you have to dress up for dinner. He never had jeans growing up, things like that. So he was forever in blue jeans once he got out of the military. It was expected he would either join the military or join the quote-unquote family business. So he's the one who really red-pilled me. And it took me a long time for it to set in. But Aaron then got into something and he said, well, no, when will things actually change? No, everything changes once there's no cops. And he said, what they're going to do is they're going to vote to destroy civilization and government. And that means they will keep pushing for there to be no cops. And he said, and that's when it's over. It'll all end very, very quickly. It starts slow, then it ends fast, like a crash. And he said, what will happen is there won't be police, and women will be unsafe, and then suddenly you're going to see behavior change. And he said, the thing is, though, but that's what it will take. It'll take it all falling apart. They're not going to change until literally it falls apart, and then it's going to be a different generation of women. It'll be like Generation Alpha. By the time that happens, and it's going to be that anyone older than that is going to be a part of that 40 to 45% alone at 40. Because they want it that way. They didn't, they would vote differently and behave differently. Aaron says stuff that I'm like, oh, yeah. yeah, Captain. And hi, Captain. It's like he makes you understand. There's nothing you can do. It's the way it is. It's just the way it is. And that, does he have to show you the data? Does he have to show you the data so that you trust him? Has he led you astray? So just something, just a sobering idea. And the reason why this hit me was New York City is, yes, they're going to further defund their police in New York. Why? Because they have to dedicate that money to sheltering the illegal immigrants. Beautiful. The irony, the cruel irony. And I just love that everyone, all these black people are going to believe that Eric Adams, he black, so he on their side. He on our side. He black too. And it's just like he's telling you, your safety doesn't matter. What matters is housing these people that the political party he's a part of refuses to deport or even stop from getting in the country. You're being replaced. And it doesn't matter that middle class white dudes who call themselves socialists, Jewish people, and really kind of cognitively lazy white liberal chicks, who usually are not very good looking, also are saying that, you're crazy, you're confused by the white supreme pizzas, you just eat too much white supreme pizza sauce. What, you're a confused Negro. You aren't being replaced because, think of all those black people who helped get us to Mars. What would we do without the black people helping the human race get to Mars? So, and all the black people are, just lining up to maintain the Hoover Dam, maintain the Erie Canal's locks. Yeah. All right. Have a good day, y'all.